Okay, whew. This is gonna be a quick one because it is freezing. It's about 16 degrees out. It's got a great shot, beautiful sunrise of the Grand Canyon. There were some bighorn sheep. I got it in my shot. Can't wait to see this. It's just, we just came down from Zion, snow, rain, but this is so worth it. Just getting out, traveling, just seeing these amazing sights. Plus, having the whole park to yourself with these kind of temperatures, no one's here. It just the wildlife's out, like I mentioned in Zion. Everything's out. You can see come back to my Explorer because this is where it's going to be kind of dented and chipped a little bit. I'd rather do that to the Explorer II than the Submariner.
So yeah, we're starting this video off a little different than I originally planned. With the voiceover, me repairing my camera, and me switching out of my Rolex Explorer II back into my Rolex Submariner. Just after filming and capturing my sunrise scenes, there was a bit of an incident where, as I talked about, the mountain goats or the bighorn sheep, whatever you want to call them, actually pretty much ran over my camera, knocking it to the ground. This is the one quick little video clip I got of it, but it was quite the scene. If you've never been to the Grand Canyon, the South Rim has a nice little walking trail along part of the South Rim. And there was this couple walking their dog, and I was just pulling out my cell phone to get some video of me getting this amazing shot of this mountain goat, because there was a bunch of them around me. This mountain goat along the cliffs of the Grand Canyon, and the dog actually spooked the mountain goat, knocking over my camera. I was able to catch my camera with the release cable, thus breaking off. But the big issue was here when I was falling to the ground, all my emphasis, I was concentrating on saving my camera, and I fell and nailed my Rolex Explorer II on a rock. Using my watch arm to brace my fall, the Rolex Explorer II took the full impact and weight of my collision to the ground. Me being a little overwhelmed at the time, and I panicked a little bit, thinking back, so I wasn't sure what was broken, camera, watch. I immediately took off the Rolex Explorer II. I was pretty sure I had damaged the watch, unscrewed the crown to stop the movement from working to hopefully avoid further damage. And I immediately came back to the camper van to assess the situation. After realizing my highly technical camera only took on some minor but fixable damage, I was able to relax a little bit with the help, I'm not gonna lie, of a glass of Kentucky's Best. So then I turned my attention to my Rolex Explorer II and immediately noticed, after taking it out of my backpack, new dents and scratches on the bezel. Not really knowing how to test for damage, I just thought, what the hell, and this is my second cup of Kentucky's Best, what the hell, and pushed in the crown. And once again, the Rolex Explorer II proves its toughness, as a few hours later, it was keeping the exact same time as my Rolex Submariner. With nothing really broken, I can now look back at this experience as a pretty special one, up close and personal with the wildlife of the Grand Canyon.
Okay, here we are again before I was so rudely interrupted. It was crazy. The bighorn sheep just came right up to me this morning, knocked over the tripod. But that's what, again, so great about being here at this time of year. Yes, it is freezing cold, but there's no one here and all the wildlife out. It's amazing. So back to it. We were up in Zion. We made our way down here to the Grand Canyon. I'm kind of trying to do the same thing I did up in Zion, using this kind of cold weather to really get those shots with no crowds, have the wildlife, and just really take advantage of this area without any people. So this morning I got a beautiful sunrise. You get these warmer, this time of year you get kind of the warmer, gentler light, especially with this overcast weather. It's not just direct sun on it. As you can see here, just nice warm light just dancing through the canyon. And that's what I'm really here for. Summertime, the sun rises and you just kind of get hard light right away. This time of year you get the soft light through the canyon. Another great thing about the camper van is I'm out here in the Grand Canyon. I'm kind of scattering out my spot. It's kind of raining right now. Not sure if there's gonna be a sunrise, but made myself a hot cup of joe in the camper van. Very, very nice. And I'm just gonna enjoy the view for now. Okay. Okay, so the weather's really starting to come in now. It's a kind of interesting storm. It started out, it was raining all last night. It was raining this morning. The rain has now turned to snow, and they're talking about some road closures, and I need to be down in Phoenix by the end of the day. So this is where I leave you. This has been a grueling but yet amazing 10 days. Looking at my phone, keeping track of my steps, I've gone over 45 miles just in the 10 days hiking throughout Zion and the Grand Canyon. I cannot ask for any more than that. That is some of the most beautiful places in the world. As for my Rolex Submariner and my Rolex Explorer II, they held up just fine, as you would expect. Throughout these 10 days, I've been switching each one of them out depending on what I was doing, what kind of hike I was doing, water, dry, whatever it might be. And they both still, even not wearing them every day and sometimes being in my backpack, sometimes just sitting in the camper van for 2 or 3 days, they both held accuracy of plus 1 second a day. It's a little bit under that, but yeah, it's about 1 second a day. So it's still incredible. And they took some new knocks. I got some new scratches and dents on both these watches. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you like what you saw, give us a thumbs up, subscribe. We'll have a lot more of this content coming out shortly. Thanks again. Cheers.
So glad I got that on camera.
Hey, you did?
I did.
And there's nothing more satisfying, especially after a productive day, just hanging out by the fire.